ओम श्रुति स्मृति पुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शंकरं लोकशंकरं शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेद विभागिने व्योमवत् व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः So today we will have an opportunity to look at the entire fourth chapter of the Bhagavad Gita called Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. That is a title given to this chapter by somebody, probably Madhusudana Saraswati. And so here, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. The word yoga here, I think by now you know, it does not mean Karma Yoga, it does not mean Jnana Yoga, it does not mean Sannyasa Yoga, it does not mean Upasana Yoga, it does not mean any of the yogas that you know of, because the meaning of the word yoga is topic, subject. The subject of Jnana Karma Sannyasa. That is the meaning of the word Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Remember that. So that's why if somebody says, I am practicing Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Practicing Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Why? You have to be sad. If you're not sad, then you can't understand Vedanta. Okay? So you must build sadness into you. And then imagine you're in Arjuna's shoes and then become really sad. That is called Arjuna Vishada Yoga. No. Yoga means topic. The topic of Arjuna's sorrow. That is the title of that chapter. I think we all know that. So here, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. And this chapter can be roughly divided into 4 topics. The first 15 shlokas talks about avatara, primarily avatara vada. Avatar, topic of Avatara, Krishna introduces, and the shlokas from 16 to 24. There, that is the main topic, Jnana Karma Sannyasa, 16 to 24. Then the third one and the fourth. Third is actually 25 to 34. Third topic is Jnana Sadhanam. What is the means for gaining that knowledge? That is 25 to 34. And then 35 to 42 would be Jnana Phalam. What is the benefit of knowledge? What is the result of gaining that knowledge? This is a rough categorization of these shlokas. So it need not be exact black and white, but roughly this is how our acharyas talk about this chapter. So let's first chant shlokas 1 to 15. Whoever is ready can. Okay. Yeah, you can unmute yourself. अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः
अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः
श्रीभगवानुवाच
श्रीभगवानुवाच
इमं विवस्वते योगम् प्रोक्तवानहमव्ययम् विवस्वान्मनवे प्राह मनुरिक्ष्वाकवे ब्रवीत् एवं परम्परा प्राप्तम् इमं राजर्षयो विदुः सकाले नेह महता योगो नष्टः परन्तप स एवायं मया तेद्य योगः प्रोक्तः पुरातनः भक्तोऽसि मे सखा चेति रहस्यं ह्येतदुत्तमम् अर्जुन उवाच अपरं भवतो जन्म परं जन्म विवस्वतः कथमेतद्विजानीयाम् त्वमादौ प्रोक्तवानिति श्रीभगवानुवाच बहूनि मे व्यतीतानि जन्मानि तव चार्जुन तान्यहं वेद सर्वाणि न त्वं वेत्थ परन्तप अजोऽपि सन्नव्ययात्मा भूतानामीश्वरोऽपि सन् प्रकृतिं स्वामधिष्ठाय सम्भवाम्यात्ममायया यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य
अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य
तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्
तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्
परित्राणाय साधूनां
परित्राणाय साधूनां
विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम्
विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां
धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय
धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय
संभवामि युगे युगे
संभवामि युगे युगे
जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम्
जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम्
एवं यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः
एवं यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः
त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म
त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म
नैति मामेति सोऽर्जुन
नैति मामेति सोऽर्जुन
वीतरागभयक्रोधाः
वीतरागभयक्रोधाः
मन्मया मामुपाश्रिताः
मन्मया मामुपाश्रिताः
बहवो ज्ञानतपसा
भगवो ज्ञानतपसा
पूता मद्भावमागताः
पूता मद्भावमागताः
ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते
ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते
तांस्तथैव भजाम्यहम्
तांस्तथैव भजाम्यहम्
मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते
मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते
मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः
मनुष्या पार्थ सर्वशः
काङ्क्षन्तः कर्मणां सिद्धिम्
काङ्क्षन्तः कर्मणां सिद्धिं
यजन्त इह देवताः
यजन्त इह देवताः
क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके
क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके
सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा
सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा
चातुर्वर्ण्यं मया सृष्टम्
चातुर्वर्ण्यं मया सृष्टं
गुणकर्म विभागशः
गुणकर्म विभागशः
तस्य कर्तारमपि माम्
तस्य कर्तारमपि मां
विद्यकर्तारमव्ययम्
विद्यकर्तारमव्ययम्
न मां कर्माणि लिम्पन्ति
न मां कर्माणि लिम्पन्ति
न मे कर्मफले स्पृहा
न मे कर्मफले स्पृहा
इति मां योऽभिजानाति
इति मां योऽभिजानाति
कर्मभिर्न स बध्यते
कर्मभिर्नव सद्बध्यते
एवं ज्ञात्वा कृतं कर्म
एवं ज्ञात्वा कृतं कर्म
पूर्वैरपि मुमुक्षुभिः
पूर्वैरपि मुमुक्षुभिः
कुरु कर्मैव तस्मात् त्वम्
कुरु कर्मैव तस्मात् त्वं
पूर्वैः पूर्वतरं कृतम्
पूर्वै पूर्वतरं कृतम्
So avatara vada. So avatara also is born like a jiva. There is a birth. So what are the similarities and differences between the birth of a jiva and an avatar? Let's look at that. We saw that, and both have similarities. What are the similarities? Janma is there, birth is there, and then after birth, then difficulties are there, sukha dukkha are there. For jiva, definitely we don't have to talk about that. But even for Krishna, dukkha starts with dukkha only. and jail and this and that and sorrow and anxiety and trauma. This is the milieu in which Krishna was born, and then he had to be taken away when he was born, etc. Within seconds he was taken away. So clearly, these kinds of drama is there in both Jiva's life and Avatara's life also. Rama's life, we don't have to talk about the drama. Rama is equal to drama. So it's nobody, even our human beings don't seem to go through that kind of trauma. Rama, drama, trauma. Okay. So these are all similarities, correct? And so Krishna was born at a particular time, Shravana Masaha, right? Krishna Pakshaha, and then Ashtami Tithi. That's why Krishna Ashtami, Gokula Ashtami, Janma Ashtami, Shravana Masaha. When I saw that, struck me. Shravana Masaha. Maybe we have to do Shravanam of Krishna's teaching. That's why he was born in Shravana Masa. Like that, I was thinking. I don't know if the connection is there or not. We need to look into that. And then Rama, of course, Chaitra Masaha, Shukla Pakshaha, and Navami Titihi. That's why Rama Navami. And so they have a particular date, just like us also. Our also Jatakam is there based on all these things. So they also seem to have a particular starting point. So these are all similarities. Now we need to look at differences. And so 3 aspects we need to look at. What is it that caused the birth? Jiva's birth is caused by Punya Papa. Punya Papa. So Punya is there, Papam is there, Mishra is there, and some portion of that gets fructified into this life. We know that. So Punya Papa Janya Janma is the Jiva's Janma. Okay. And what about Ishvara? What about Avatara? What about Krishna and Rama? Well, Krishna is Sarvajnaha, and so his full Jnanam is there. Therefore, because there is no Ajnanam, there is no Punya Papa. So Punya Papam does not cause an Avatara's birth. So what causes it? So Karuna causes it. Compassion. And compassion is not enough. Prayers. The prayers of all the people. Collective prayer of the people is the cause of an Avatara's birth. So that's why we always say prayers are always powerful, always effective. No prayer is ineffective. We have to underline it and put it in our puja room. No prayer is ineffective. Any language in any child or any adult says prayer is not ineffective. It is effective. It is just that there are too many forces acting together. So it appears like, oh, my prayers you have not answered. Sometimes we feel like that is because too many forces are there. But prayer is also one of the forces. We need to keep that going. So that is the prayers are the cause for an Avatara's birth. Okay, that is the Karanam, cause. Second, nature of the birth. Based on the nature of the birth. Jiva is a samsari. Jiva is a person who considered herself to be bound, and therefore a samsari, a mortal. And so that is the nature of this Jiva. And what about the Avatara? Avatara is Mukta Swarupaha Asamsari. Asamsari cannot be a samsari, cannot be consider himself to be a bound person. No, because Sarvajnaha, therefore asamsari. And that is the nature of the Avatara. Another difference in nature is Jiva, Vyavaharika Satyam. We talked about three realities. Paramarthika Satyam, Vyavaharika Satyam, and Pratibhasika Satyam. Correct? We're not going to discuss that again here. And so our birth, Jiva's birth, is Vyavaharika Satyam. Empirical reality, just like everything in this world is empirically real. Then what about Avatara? Is it Paramarthika Satyam or Pratibhasika Satyam? If you go back to your notes, we will find that we said it is a Pratibhasika Satyam. Pratibhasika Satyam. It can't be Paramarthika because Paramarthika Satyam only one Brahma. And so Avatara is Brahma, but Brahma is not Avatara. Therefore, Avatara is Pratibhasika Satyam. Krishna, I see Krishna, therefore Krishna is. That is Pratibhasika Satyam. Okay. This is the difference between Jiva and Ishvara based on the nature, Swarupam. Then third difference, what is the purpose of the birth? That is it. Uddeshaha kaha. What is the Uddesha? What is the purpose? Purpose of a Jiva. We are not born with a known purpose. Our purpose of birth is only karma kshaya. Because we are born with karma, our purpose is to exhaust the karma. And somebody comes and says, hey, human birth is very rare, therefore you must use it properly, inquire into the Shastram, hold on to the Shastram, and be guided by the Shastram. Okay, that is all there. But karma kshaya. Karma kshaya. What about the avatara? What is the purpose of avatara? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya. So dharma samsthapanam is the uddeshya of an avatara. Establishment of dharma. And so in the case of Krishna, two jobs are there. One is Kamsa Chanura Mardanam, Devaki Paramananda. So Kamsa, Chanura, Ityadi, all these fellows are there. Something has to be done about them. And so he finished them off. And that is one type of job. But then the other job is teaching, Upadesha. And he became a teacher. Jagat Guru he became, because he taught something which is not based on faith, it is based on understanding. Therefore, he became a Jagat Guru. And so, and we are also reminded along the way that do what Krishna says and do what Rama did. Correct? Whatever Rama did, you do. Whatever Krishna did, you can't do. And that's not correct. Because he has all kinds of 50,000, 60,000 wives and this and that, etc. If you say, no, if Krishna can have so many wives, why can't I have so many wives? Yeah, you can have so many wives. Lift some big objects and let's see. And then lift Govardhan Parvat, then we will see. Then we will decide whether you can have all these things or not. And so, do what Krishna says, do what Rama does. Okay? So that is the difference, Uddeshaha, purpose. And so here also he says that. And then purpose is to teach. And therefore, in the third shloka itself, I believe, Bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam etad uttamam. So I am going to teach you that. You are my bhaktaha and you're also my friend. And the secret teaching, I'm going to teach you. We covered all that earlier. And so, then he says, 4.6, he says, Ajopi sannamya. So he said the birth is pratibhasikam. Here he says, he indicates that Ajaha. Ajaha means unborn. Unborn. I am not born, really speaking, but I am as though born. As though born. So born as though. That is the key here. Ajopi san. And so in Tamil also they say, Pirakkamal Pirandar. Like that, they say about the avatars. Pirakkamal Pirandar means without being born, he is born. Like that, there is a saying like that. And then in 9th shloka, Janma Karma cha me divyam evam yo vetti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mamit. So this is where, this is a pramanam for the fact that one who understands my reality and who understands the reality of the self of the jiva, that person punarjanma na eti. Punarjanma is there, that also Shastra only says. And here Krishna says there is no punarjanma for the one who recognizes the truth of Ishvara and Jiva. Okay, that is 4.9. And Purusha Suktam also, some of us know, Prajapatis charati garbhe antaha ajayamano bahuda vijayate tasya dhira parijananti yonim. So, ajayamano bahuda vijayate. Bahuda vijayate. Born in varied forms. The entire world is all very, very different. So, bahuda vijayate. Who is born in varied forms? Well, that same Ishvara, Ajaya Mano, without being born. That is the idea there in Purusha Suktam also we have it. And then in chapter 7 also he will talk about it later. para prakriti, apara prakriti, like that. Two topics will come. We will see it later. And so this idea of avatara not talked about anywhere else, and no Upanishad talks about it. Only in Bhagavad Gita it comes. Therefore, this section is often quoted whenever this avatara vada comes. This section is quoted, and of course Bhishma takes it up and brings it in the Vishnu Sahasranama also, right? So yada yada hi dharmasya ityadi paritranaya sadhunam Mahabharatam, it comes, and so important. And it concludes, this section concludes, evam jnatva kritam karma, number 15, purvairapi mumukshubhi. So having understood this reality of me, that person, and once you understand that, then continue doing what you're doing. Don't give up what you're doing. Purvairapi, all people before you also did whatever is to be done. They did not run away. They did not say, oh, this is great, and so they ran away. No, they did not do that. And then kuru karma eva, do your duty. And now with this knowledge, you can do it without any guilt, without any hurt, without any fear, nothing. And so that is the conclusion of this section. That's how Krishna concludes. Next section, 16 to 24. And that is the main topic. So, Jnana Karma Sannyasa. So, let us chant this now. Kim karma kima karmeti.
Kim karma kima karmeti.
Kavayopyatra mohitaha.
Kavayopyatra mohitaha.
Tatte karma pravakshyami.
Tatte karma pravakshyami.
Yajñatva mokshyase shubhat.
Yajñatva mokshyase shubhat.
Karmano hyapi bodhavyam.
Karmano hyapi bodhavyam.
Bodhavyancha vikarmanaha.
Bodhavyancha vikarmanaha.
Akarmanascha bodhavyam.
Akarmanascha bodhavyam.
Gahana karmano gatihi.
Gahana karmano gatihi.
Karmanya karma yah pashyet.
Karmanya karma yah pashyet.
Akarmani cha karma yah.
Akarmani cha karma yah.
Sabuddhiman manushyeshu.
Sabuddhiman manushyeshu.
Sayuktah kritsna karma krite.
Sayuktah kritsna karma krita.
Yasya sarve samarambhaha.
Yasya sarve samarambhaha.
Kama sankalpa varjitaha.
Kama sankalpa varjitaha.
Jnanagnidagdha karmanam.
Jnanagnidagdha karmanam.
Tamahuh panditam budhaha.
Tamahuh panditam budhaha.
Tyaktva karma phala sangam.
Tyaktva karma phala sangam.
Nityatrupto nirashrayah.
Nityatripto nirashrayah.
Karmanyabhipravrittopi.
Karmanyabhipravrittopi.
Naiva kinchit karoti saha.
Naiva kinchit karoti saha.
Nirashiryata chittatma.
Nirashiryata chittatma.
Tyakta sarva parigraha.
Tyakta sarva parigraha.
Shariram kevalam karma.
Shariram kevalam karma.
Kurvannapnoti kilbisham.
Kurvannapnoti kilbisham.
Yadrichala bhasantushtaha.
Yadrichala bhasantushtaha.
Dvandvatito vimatsaraha.
Dvandvatito vimatsaraha.
Samasiddhava siddhau cha.
Samasiddhava siddhau cha.
Krutvapi na nibadhyate.
कृत्वापि न निबध्यते
Gata sangasya muktasya
गतसङ्गस्य मुक्तस्य
ज्ञानावस्थित चेतसः
ज्ञानावस्थितचेतसः
यज्ञायाचरतः कर्म
यज्ञायाचरतः कर्म
समग्रं प्रविलीयते
समग्रं प्रविलीयते
ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महविः
ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महविः
ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतम्
ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतम्
ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यम्
ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यम्
ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिना
ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिना
So, main topic of this chapter, Jnana Karma Sannyasa, is being talked about here. Sannyasa, when we hear that word, we should always remember two things. Two types of sannyasa are there. One is called Ashrama Sannyasa. Ashrama Sannyasa means this ashrama is there, and four ashramas, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. And the transition from Vanaprastha to Sannyasa is a very formal transition. Very formal, there is a ritual. It's an elaborate ritual, and that ritual is crystal clear, and all karmas done before that ritual comes to a conclusion, and no more karmas are there. The Vedas tells this person, no more karmas for you, no more rituals, and your job is only to be devoted to the Shastram, pursue the Shastram, and even the dress changes. And so that is called Ashrama Sannyasa. Here what is talked about is that sannyasa, second type of sannyasa is talked about, sannyasa by knowledge. Sannyasam nyasaha, giving up completely, giving up karma completely. How does one give up karma completely? By recognizing that Atma is akarta. Karma is completely given up, even though karma keeps happening. Okay, that is the idea here. That sannyasa is being talked about here. Even though there are a few verses where a grihastha sannyasi is talked about versus a jnani sannyasi and all is talked about, but that is the idea here. A sannyasi is, a sannyasa means those two things. Okay, now let's look at so karmanya karma yah pashyet. So that verse number 18th we spent a long time because Shankara wrote a big commentary, because that's an important shloka. Karmani akarma yah pashyet. Karmani, in action, akarma yah pashyet, one who sees actionlessness. In action, dynamic, constantly changing action. Nobody can deny action. And in that kind of action, one sees actionlessness. That person. And also, akarmani cha karma yaha pashyet. Akarmani, in inaction. In what people say is inaction. When people say, I don't do anything, when people say, I have not done anything today, still in that kind of statement, when somebody can see action, that person, he says, Saha Buddhiman, Manushyeshu. Among people, that person is a wise person. And that reflects the vision of the Shastram, where the self, the Atma, is a non-doer, akarta, not an agent. Actions happen, but yet Atma is not a karta, not a doer. We saw that. And then in shloka number 19, again, yasya sarve samarambhaha, kama sankalpa varjitaha, jnana agni dagdha karmanam. And that fire of knowledge burns up all the karma, all actions, all past actions, past results, and future results, everything are burnt up. And there is because there is nobody to own up the results. Okay, that is the idea here. Tamahuhu panditam buddhaha. Buddhaha, wise people consider that person to be wise. And so things happen, even tragedies may happen in that person's life. And jnani doesn't mean magic happens, and tragedy can always strike any person. And people related to that person also can be affected. But there is always a shock absorber. This knowledge provides that shock absorber. And like a parachute, you can fall from any height, but the parachute you use, and then you will fall down, no doubt, but you will not get hurt. That's the idea. So person bounces out of any adversity. That's the idea there. And number 20, Naiva kinchit karoti saha. That is the key there. Karmani abhipravrittaha api. Second line. So even though busy, karmani abhipravrittaha, that person is active. Person is very active. Still, naiva kinchit karoti saha. Kinchit api na karoti. That person does not do anything. This is the vision. This is a brilliant thesis of Sri Krishna and of our Shastram. And then number 24. So in between he talks about idricha labha santushta, etc. That person's attitude towards life. Idricha labha santushta. Whatever comes, I accept it as prasada. It has come idricha labha santushta. So whatever food, I'm not going to go seeking after this fancy food. Whatever can be done today, whatever comes to my table today, I will take. This is a very, very important attitude of a sannyasi, of a jnani, definitely. So that pining for things is not there at all. Whatever comes, comes. Whatever doesn't come, doesn't come. So this bhikshatanam is a very big thing in our culture. So sannyasis, essentially, there won't be a kitchen in a sannyasi's place, because cooking is not Agni. There cannot be an Agni in a sannyasi's house. Okay, that is the tradition. So there are people who will give that person food, etc. Bhiksha. So that tradition is always there. And then 24, of course, we saw Brahma Arpanam, Brahma Harihi, etc. So all these accessories of action. So that karmani akarma yaf pashyet of number 18 is elaborated here in number 24. How that karmani akarma, how one can see actionlessness in action is elaborated here further. Brahma Arpanam, the instrument by which action is done is Brahma. That vision is there, that knowledge has taken place. And Brahma Havihi, what is offered into a fire of the fire ritual is also Brahma. And Brahma Agnau, the fire itself is Brahma. And Brahmana Hutam. And the hand with which the whole process itself, Hutam, is Brahma. And Brahmana, the person who offers it is also Brahma. Not to leave out that person. And Brahma eva tena gantavyam. And what is the purpose of all this? Well, the purpose of life, if you want to call it, then is to reach Brahma. And how do you reach Brahma? In which kind of vahana? Will Vishnu get a vahana and then take you to Brahma Loka? No, you can't. Vishnu can't do that. Why? Because Vishnu is Brahma, the vahanam is Brahma, and the person is also Brahma. Everything is Brahma. Vaikuntha also is Brahma. Therefore, where to go? Nowhere to go. So Brahma ivatena gantavyam, even though the word gantavyam is used, there is no travel. And nyatavyam nityathaha. Nyatavyam. And so the gamana dhatu, that verb, gam dhatu, has the sense of knowing also. Knowing. Like drish dhatu. I see, when somebody says, I know. That is the idea. So here also. Okay. Brahma karma samadhina. Okay. That we saw. And then yeah. So that sannyasa. So sannyasa ashrama. And here Swamiji makes a comment. And people get enamored by sannyasa ashram. I also want to become sannyasi. Like that, people might get an idea. And Swamiji will discourage that. Because you can get enamored by sannyasa. Then after you get into sannyasa, you get enamored by some other person. What do? Then you are stuck. You better finish all your job now. Okay, now is the time to finish all your job. Go home, get married. That's what Swamiji would say. Get married, and we can figure out things later. There is no hurry. Sannyasa is always there. So first figure out things, and so grasta, be a grasta first. Then we will see. And like that he used to say. So next section is 25 to 34. Jnana sadhanani means to gain that knowledge. Yeah. Okay. Daivameva pare yajnam.
Daivameva pare yajnam.
Yoginah paryupasate.
Yoginah paryupasate.
Brahmagnava pare yajnam.
Brahmagnava pare yajnam.
Yajnenaivopajuhvati.
Yajnenaivopajuhvati.
Shrotradirindriyanyanye.
Shrotradirindriyanyanye.
Sanyamagnishu juhvati.
Sanyamagnishu juhvati.
Shabdadin vishayanyanye.
Shabdadin vishayananye.
Indriyagnishu juhvati.
Indriyagnishu juhvati.
Sarvani indriya karmani.
Sarvani indriya karmani.
Prana karmani chapare.
Prana karmani chapare.
Atma samyama yogagnau.
Atma sanyama yogagnau.
Juhvati jnana dipite.
Juhvati jnana dipite.
Dravya yajnastapo yajnaha.
Dravya yajnastapo yajnaha.
Yoga yajnastatha pare.
Yoga yajnastatha pare.
Swadhyaya jnana yajnascha.
Swadhyaya jnana yajnascha.
Yatayah samshita vrataha.
Yatayah samshita vrataha.
Apane juhvati pranam.
Apane juhvati pranam.
Prane panam tatha pare.
Prane panam tatha pare.
Pranapanagati ruddhva.
Pranapanagati ruddhva.
Pranayama parayanaha.
Pranayama parayanaha.
Apare niyataharaha.
Apare niyataharaha.
Pranan praneshu juhvati.
Pranan praneshu juhvati.
Sarvepyete yajnavidaha.
Sarvepyete yajnavidaha.
Yajnakshapita kalmashaha.
Yajnakshapita kalmashaha.
Yajnashishtamrita bhujaha.
Yajnashishtamrita bhujaha.
Yante brahma sanatanam.
Yanti brahma sanatanam.
Nayam lokostya yajnasya.
Nayam lokostya yajnasya.
Kutonyah kuru sattama.
Kutonyah kuru sattama.
Evam bahuvidha yajnaha.
Evam bahuvidha yajnaha.
Vitata brahmano mukhe.
Vitata brahmano mukhe.
Karmajan vidhitan sarvan.
Karmajan vidhitan sarvan.
Evam jnatva vimokshyase.
Evam jnatva vimokshase.
Shreyan dravyamayad yajnat.
Shreyan dravyamayad yajnat.
Jnana yajnah parantapa.
Jnana yajnah parantapa.
Sarvam karmakhilam partha.
Sarvam karmakhilam partha.
Jnane parisamapyate.
ज्ञाने परिसमाप्यते
तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन
तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन
परिप्रश्नेन सेवया
परिप्रश्नेन सेवया
उपदेक्ष्यन्ति ते ज्ञानम्
उपदेक्ष्यन्ति ते ज्ञानम्
ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः
ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः
So, having talked about jnana karma sannyasa, now and recognizing the importance of that knowledge, here jnana sadhana, what are the ways to gain that knowledge? So to some extent we already know that. So what is it? First karma yoga. So dot the i's and cross the t's and get the then ishwararpana buddhi and prasada buddhi, that is karma yoga. And then that gives me antakarana shuddhi, means I become emotionally mature and I'm calm, and then that mindset is ripe, ready for this knowledge, and that pursuit of knowledge is called jnana yoga. And to some extent both happen at the same time for many of us. It's not like initially karma yoga then jnana yoga, because we are studying the shastram already and there is always growth involved. So both happening at the same time, but both are there. We have already seen that. So here he is using yajna. He's given so many things and he's calling each of this as a yajna. Okay, so 25th, what did he say? Yeah, 20. Daiva maiva pare yajnam yoginah paripasate. So deva yajnaha, that is the first one. So invoking our devatas. All the pujas we do at home, every puja, every shloka you chant invokes a devata. That is called deva yajnaha. It can be elaborate, it can be small, it can be simple. It can be a child saying a shloka before start opening the book, Saraswati Namastubhyam. That is a deva yajna. Hey Saraswati, may you make the next hour very fulfilling. May you make me understand what is there in the book. Okay, that's it. Once I say that, that entire process becomes a yajna. That is deva yajna. Then what? Line number 2. He is saying Brahmagna vapare yajnam. Yoginaf yajna naiva upajuhvat. Brahmagna, Brahma Agni, Brahma eva Agni. So that yajna is called Brahma yajna, also called Jnana yajna. Brahma is Veda, Veda is knowledge, so Jnana yajna. So pursuit of this knowledge of the self is itself a yajna. He mentions that. In just one word he does that. Then what about 26? 26, look at the second line before the first line. Second line is Shabdadin Vishayan Anye. So Shabdadin, words, sounds, this is a very peculiar way in which Shastram talks about enjoyment of the world. Shabdadin Vishayan means sounds, etc. Which means what? The entire world is available for us to enjoy. And you go, all you have to do is go to this some kind of these children have this amusement centers, and you go there and it's all nice. Outside it's all silent. The minute you open the door, and that's when the noise is just unbearable, and all people are pulling things, the lights are flashing and sounds are coming and it's all vibrating and all. So Shabda, that is called Shabdadin Vishayan Anye. So Vishaya Bhoga. Vishaya Bhoga Yajna means when I've gone for an outing or I am in this process, then I can convert that into a yajna by saying, I am experiencing all these things. And when I make it sacred, then that becomes a Vishaya Bhoga Yajna. And then one line above, Srotradin Indriyani Anye. So then coming back to the sense organs and offering all those things to the sense organs. And so that is viewed as a yajna because all those sounds are being offered to the ears, all the sights are offered to the eyes, etc. So that process is visualized, envisioned as a yajna. Beautiful, beautiful. So you don't have to do a fire ritual. This yajna is happening right there. Even as I wake up in the morning and look at the mountains, and then I am amazed by the mountains, I can say this is a yajna that is happening. Okay, that's beautiful. And then, so that first line would be called Dhamma Yajna. Dhamma. Remember Dhamma. Dhamma means mastery of the sense organs. Therefore, that's called Dhamma Yajna. Then, number 27. 27 would come under the Atma Samyama Yoga, no Juhpati Jnana Deepite. So, here it is Shama Yajna. Shama Yajna, mind. So, mastery of the mind. And that also we've seen. Dhamma Yajna, Shama Yajna. And then number 28, Dravya Yajna. Dravya Yajna. Dravya means things, materials, and then giving materials in charity. And so that's charity. The process of giving is called Dravya Yajna. And then Tapo Yajna, the process of disciplining oneself, one's behavior, one's consumption patterns, disciplining oneself. That is called Tapo Yajna. So moderation, everything in moderation, no indulgence. That Yajna is Tapo Yajna. And then Yoga Yajna, Yoga Yajna. So Ashtanga Yoga, Yama, Niyama, Ityadi. So Ashtanga Yoga are there. And so those who are following all those principles of Ashtanga Yoga, they are called Yoga Yajna. And then what? Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya Yajna. Swadhyaya Yajna. So very important in our culture. And so many people will spend 2 hours just chanting. And from puja onwards, they will do, and then they will do Lalita Sahasranamam, they will do so many other Hanuman Chalisa, etc. and take 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Get up at 4 in the morning. They'll do that. So that is called Swadhyaya Yajna. Or I don't have so much time. Okay, fine. Do it 15 minutes, half an hour. Nothing wrong. 15 minutes, you don't lose much. And so that is called Swadhyaya Yajna. And then Jnana Yajna Cha. So previously also he said Brahmagnava Pare, second line of 25, already he covered Jnana Yajna. So here Jnana Yajna. So there Atma Vidya, here all knowledge that is required for you to develop yourself. For you to develop yourself. So for pursuing the Shastra, look at, we do need to be literate because there is communication happening and it has to be understood. So we must be good in language, we must be good in logic, we must be basics we must know. We don't have to be poets or writers, but we must have basic knowledge of sciences and of language, of communication, etc. That basics is all we need. And so all that pick up, and that is here Jnana Yajna Cha Yatayaha Samshita Prataha. Then 29, Pranayama Parayana. 29 talks about Pranayama Yajna. Pranayama Yajna. So, Swami Paramarthanandaji says, if you do Pranayama as a therapy for yourself, then it is not a Yajna. Okay? So some of you people giving lectures on yoga and pranayama, okay? Keep that in mind next time. So Meeraji, Narayanji, Vijayji, I don't know. So our group has multifaceted talent. We need to bring the talent out. I think we need to, set apart some time to know each other better. And so we will get a chance to do that. And so that's what Paramarthanandaji says. Okay. And then, so some prarthana must be there. From Yogena Chittasya is always there. Om Bhuhu, Om Bhuvaha, Om Subhaha. So all these things are there. Gayatri Japa is there. So combine Japa with Pranayama. Then it becomes a Yajna. Okay. Then what? Number 30. Apare Niyataharaha. Consumption. Good part of our life is spent cooking and consuming. Cooking and consuming. So there's a ahara. So that process also has to be converted into a yajna. And so balanced diet, prayerful. And when we have food, we can chant Brahmarpanam Brahma Vihi before we chant before we, have the food. All these are important. And modern science actually helps us in this area. How? Because we know so much about this body now, so much about this body and mind. And thanks to Google and other things, and I saw a video where the doctor says, this doctor's day, it seems. I think a few days ago it was a doctor's day, correct? So this doctor is saying, it should be called patient's day, not doctor's day, because I have patients coming to me and telling me, they are telling me what their problem is. My goodness, how did you figure it out? And they say, I want a scan done. What? You want a scan done? Yeah, because I have this kidney problem, and this echo will tell me exactly what this is. Wow, great. Why are you coming here then? So we know so much about this body, and so much symbiotic work is happening. Heart has to function, kidney has to function, and so many parts are there, and we don't know what is gallbladder. Suddenly gallbladder is has what do you call this, inflamed, and then this and that, and so much we know. So we can visualize all of that happening. When I offer the food, that morsel of food I'm eating is going to keep all this going without knowing a single thing, without knowing how a heart beats. I'm leading a life. So there is so much I can use this modern science to help me in my yajna. I used to think like that. Visualize yourself with, do an X-ray of yourself, and then see through all the skeleton and all the liver and lungs and stomach and kidney and bottom here, thighs and bones and arthritis, nerves, everything you visualize. And then you take a morsel of food, and then you can visualize the whole conversion process from there to where it goes, how it disappears. And if you're a biotechnology person or a doctor, you can say Krebs cycle and this cycle and that cycle, and you can just visualize those cycles that are happening. And so I thought about it yesterday when I was looking at this. I said, my goodness, science is so useful in doing this yajna. And so that is ahara. Apare niyatahara pranan praneshu juhvati, number 30. And 31, he says, the one who does not do it is not going to find contentment in this life or anywhere else. Very, very important statement he's making there. And that is Stuti and Linda. Both are done in number 31. 32. Evam Bahuvida Yajnaha. So in the Vedas also, like this, there are many yajnas. And may you know that all these yajnas are also karma. He jumps from karma to jnanam from here. And he says all these karmas are important, but then you need to understand this karma will only give you karma phalam, which is also anityam. And so you need to seek the knowledge of yourself. And that self-knowledge is needed. And knowing that, jnatva vimokshase. Okay. 33. He is Shreyan Dravyamayat Yajnat Jnana Yajnaf Parat. So he says, out of all these yajnas, you keep doing all these things, but then gravitate towards Jnana Yajna. Correct? So beautiful, because therefore he tells you, don't get caught up in any one thing. And don't make one thing into your lifelong goal, etc. The lifelong goal of doing pranayama is not correct. Pranayama is a means, it's not an end. That we must understand. And yeah, do your research in pranayama, etc. Very important. We need all that research today, so we can scientifically say what's all happening, etc. But as far as this shastram is concerned, pranayama is a means. And Shreyan, Jnana Yajnaha Shreyan. Jnana Yajna is superior. That's what he's saying here. And 34. Tadvidhi. Therefore, go to a teacher, go to a guru. Tadvidhi pranipatena, with the right attitude. And pariprashnena, with the right questions, because you've already thought through it. And so you have questions. And so pariprashnena sevaya, with the attitude of serving the teacher, you go. And then upadekshanti te jnanam. They will teach you this upadesha. Like that he had said. 35 to 42, topic being Jnana Phalam, the result of knowledge. Okay. Yajñātvā na punarmoham.
Yajñātvā na punarmoham.
Evam yasyasi Pandava.
Evam yasyasi Pandava.
Yena bhūtānyaseshena.
Yena bhūtānyasheshena.
Drakṣasyatmanyatho mayi.
Rakshyasyatmanyatho mayi.
Api chedasi papebhyaha.
Api chedasi papebhyaha.
Sarvebhyah papakrittamaha.
Sarvebhyah papakrittamaha.
Sarvam jnanaplavenaiva.
Sarvam jnanaplavenaiva.
Vrijinam santarishyasi.
Vrijinam santarishyasi.
Yathaidhamsi samidhognihi.
Yathaidhamsi samiddognihi.
Bhasmasat kuruterjuna.
Bhasmasat kuruterjuna.
Jnanagnis sarvakarmani.
Jnanagni sarvakarmani.
Bhasmasat kurute tatha.
Bhasmasat kurute tatha.
Nahi jnanena sadrisham.
Nahi jnanena sadrsham.
Pavitramiha vidyate.
Pavitram hiha vidyate.
Tatsvayam yoga samsiddhaha.
Tatsvayam yoga samsiddhaha.
Kalenatmani vindati.
Kalenatmani vindati.
Shraddhavan labhate jnanam.
Shraddhavan labhate gnanam.
Tatparas sanyatendriyaha.
Tatparas sayyatendriyaha.
Jnanam labdhva param shantim.
Jnanam labdhva param shantim.
Achirenadhigacchati.
Achirenadhigacchati.
Ajñascha shraddhadhanascha.
Agnascha shraddhadhanascha.
Samshayatma vinashyati.
Samshayatma vinashyati.
Nayam lokosti na paraha.
Nayam lokosti stina paraha.
Na sukham samshayatmanaha.
Na sukham samshayatmanaha.
Yoga sanyasta karmanam.
Yoga sanyasta karmanam.
Jnana sanchinna samshayam.
Jnana sanchinna samshayam.
Atmavantanna karmani.
Atmavantam na karmani.
Nibhadnanti dhananjaya.
Nibhadnanti dhananjaya.
Tasmadajnana sambhutam.
Tasmad ajnana sambhutam.
Kritstham jnanasinatmanaha.
Kritstham gnana sinatmanaha.
Chitvainam samshayam yogam.
Chitvainam samshayam yogam.
Atishthotishhtha bharata.
Atishthotishhtha bharata.
Om tatsat.
Om tatsat.
Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu.
Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu.
Upanishatsu.
Upanishatsu.
Brahma Vidyayam.
Brahma Vidyayam.
Yoga Shastre.
Yoga Shastre.
Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade.
Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade.
Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yogo Nama.
Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yogo Nama.
Chaturthodhyayaha.
चतुर्थोऽध्यायः।
Yeah. So the result of this knowledge, gaining this knowledge. So first 35, yad jnatva, knowing this, having known this, na punar moham. Moham, delusion, ignorance, confusion. No more confusion is there. No more confusion is there means what? I can see the future very well or what? I can see everything, I can predict everything. Therefore, there's no more confusion, no more fear. No, you can't predict anything. Okay. And Jnani also cannot predict anything. Okay, nothing will change. Nothing will change. One thing will change. Only thing that changes is the vision is completely different. And so that fear, anxiety about the future is all gone. Completely bhasmasat kurute. No more anxiety. So that is amazing. That is amazing. And so therefore we are not going to look for any miracles. Anybody is offering miracles, you have to decide. You have to decide the road will go this way or this way. You have to decide which way to go. Miracle way or the Krishna's way, you have to decide. And so that is the idea here. Mohanashaha, no more confusion. Miracles are not going to cure me. This is the final cure. And punar moham. And then 36. Of course, 35. Atmanyathomai. Okay, that is fine. Then 36. Papanasha. Papanasha. So all karmas are gone. Therefore, all papas are also gone. So even the person who has done many mistakes in life, and so that person also can say there is no more papa left in mankind. Free of guilt, completely guilt free. How you can be like people say guilt free, you know? So sugar, no, what is it? Sugar free, sugar. These days you can get sugar free sugar. So guilt free, just make it with this sweetener, right? This, what is all that? I'm forgetting all those names. Nutra sweet and all these things are there. And so just put it and make your cakes and just guilt free, like that. So I suppose like that, but not like that also. And coffee free, coffee is there. These days we get all these things. And so, but here the key is raga dveshas are defanged. No more fangs. And therefore there is no fear of anything. Body is still going to be there, and disease will still be there, will strike at any time. Death will strike at any time. But I'm free. That's it. Okay. So, Papa Nashaha. And then what about 37? 37. Jnana Agni Sarva Karmani Bhasmasat Kurute Tatha. This we have seen earlier also. So, Sarva Karma Nashaha. Papa Nashaha. What about Punyam? Punyam also is gone. Bhasmam. Punyam is Bhasmam. Why are you without Punyam? Then what about my life? Well, what will you do with Punyam? After knowledge, there is no use for Punyam, because now Prarabdha is there and it will take its own course, and we are not going to impress anybody, and we are not, only the insecure person needs Punyam, and therefore Punyam also is gone here because all insecurity is gone. And 38, Yoga Samsiddhaha Kalena Atmani Vindati, highlighting the role of Karma Yoga, Yoga Samsiddhaha, one who is a Karma Yogi, and that person will gain knowledge in time. Kalena Atmani Vindati, gains that knowledge in the mind, Atmani. And then 39, very important shloka, Shraddhavan Labate Jnana. So 3 qualities are given. One is Shraddha, and second is commitment, Tatparatvam, and the third is Sanyatendriya, mastery of oneself. And so these 3 also we saw. And that person gains Param Shanti, absolute Shanti, not relative Shanti, absolute Shanti. And so number 42, Tasmad Ajnana Sambhutam Hristam Jnanasinatmanaha Chitva Yenam Samshayam Chitva. This doubt that you have in mind, what should I do? Should I do this or not? I'm going to kill everybody and I'm going to go to hell. All these doubts that you have already stated, and all the doubts will be gone forever. And then removing all those doubts, yogam atishta. Take to karma yoga. Why not jnana yoga? Well, because you do have to be a karma yogi for a while and gain that antakarana shuddhi and do what is to be done. Karma yoga is no less than jnana yoga. So yogam atishta uttishta bharata. Hey Bharata, get up. Om tat sat iti. Om tat sat. Om tat sat. Om is the truth. That Brahma is the truth. Om tat sat. Okay. Iti. Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su. See, iti, you have to connect the iti to the Chaturthodhyayaha. Okay? Iti Chaturthodhyayaha samaptaha. Thus the fourth chapter ends. You can add the word samaptaha at the end. Okay? Iti Chaturthodhyayaha samaptaha. And what kind of chapter it is? It's called Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yogo Nama. The chapter that is called Jnana Karma Sannyasa means that chapter whose topic yoga is Jnana Karma Sannyasa, which means giving up of all karma by knowledge. That is the meaning of the title of the topic. And that chapter concludes. And then Srimad Bhagavad Gita, so that chapter which appears in the Bhagavad Gita. Okay. I'm now coming to the second word, iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So, and then what is that Bhagavad Gita? It is in the form of a dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna, Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade, that kind of Bhagavad Gita, and which elaborates on the same message of the Upanishads, therefore Upanishadsu. Okay. And what are the topics that are mentioned in this Bhagavad Gita? Brahma Vidyayam, with reference to the topic of Brahma Vidya. And Yoga Shastram, Karma Yoga. Okay. That kind of fourth chapter comes to a conclusion. Therefore, Om Brahman is the only reality. I am now translating this last one. Okay. If you want to note down. Om, which is Brahman, is the only reality. Full stop. Thus ends the fourth chapter called Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Thus ends the fourth chapter called Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Iti Chaturthodhyayaha Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yogo Nama Samaptaha. Hyphen, having the topic of renunciation of actions through knowledge. Having the topic of renunciation of actions through knowledge. Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga Nama dash in the Bhagavad Gita Su. Which is in the form of a dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna, Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade, which is in the form of a dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna. Upanishads, comma, which is the essence of the Upanishads, comma, whose subject matter is both knowledge of Brahma, Brahma Vidya, and Yoga. Whose subject matter is both knowledge of Brahma and Yoga. Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.